Perfect. Thanks, Lynn. We've talked a lot this telethon about raising money for the new pediatric center at Lynchburg General Hospital. However, Children's Miracle Network for years has provided vital, expensive medical equipment to keep premature babies alive until they can survive on their own. Let's watch a story about Emily and Michael Blankenship, who were born October 2009 at 28 weeks. Emily was in the intensive care nursery of Virginia Baptist Hospital for 11 weeks, and Michael for 14.
Well, we didn't really know what to expect. My sister had 3 perfect pregnancies, never had a single problem, had no idea. You see the isolettes in Walmart and some other places, and just really wasn't prepared for how small they were. I didn't have a clue. Not a clue, how much they needed, to survive.
It was a wake-up call, I kind of think my mindset was, hey, they're going to be a little early, they'll stay here for a little while and help them breathe a little bit, and maybe we'll go home in a couple weeks. And it's just not the case. There's a long process there to get them to where they can sustain their own life.
When I went into labor, I was 26 weeks and I was in the hospital, and they held it off for 6 days. But when I had the babies, they put them into the NICU. Didn't get to see Emily right away. Saw Emily the next day. I had a brief glimpse at Michael. He was smaller. He was 2'4". But going in there, I didn't get in there that night. I couldn't see them until the following day. But going in there in a stretcher and pulling up next to them, it just broke my heart. I mean, it was so hard. It was so hard to see them with, the masks on their face covering their eyes, so the lights and jaundice and all of that. And
most families' kids will never be that sick. You never need that kind of life support. It's tough to see them that way, especially the first day that they come out and they're struggling from day one.
Today, our babies are thriving, which, the isolettes and the oxygen and, all the equipment there, I can't even think of it. Even the rocking chair to let us sit there and hold our babies and everything that everything that they had in there, and the nursing staff, and we wouldn't, I don't think we would be as successful, if we didn't have all of that locally.
The relationships you build with the caregivers there, just the whole team, that's amazing. And you spend a lot of time there, 97 days is a long time. And when you go there once, twice a day to see your kids, and you see the same people there every day, they're the ones really taking care of them. You want to just stop your whole life and just sit right there all day, but you can't do it. It's too stressful. You have to get away and you have to come back, because if you just sat there and stared at them all day, you'd go crazy. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they, it takes a special person to do that job.
I think one thing that I will always remember and cherish is the care of the nurses. I mean, when I had a bad day, they were just on me. Give me a hug. The staff was wonderful. CMN helped save my babies' lives, both of them.
Definitely helped save their lives. Also kept them close enough to us where we could see them when we wanted to. Without the equipment and the things they provide, we would have to go a lot farther. Each person that gives, it adds up to, a $35,000 isolate. But each check that's written, every donation that's given is a little piece of the puzzle that helps save lives. So, thank you. That's all you can say.
Thank you, and my babies are here. Here, you see them here, and they're here because of the people that helped their baby.
Wow, amazing story. And I'm sitting here now with the Blankenship family. We have Adrian, Chris, and Emily, and Michael. Thank you for being on the show here with us today. Hi, how are you? You are so cute. And Michael's just a ball of energy. He was dancing during the show and having a good time. Hi. Hi. Can you say hi to the cameras?
Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi. Say hi, Central Virginia. Wow.
Hi, everyone.
So watching the story, we saw, firsthand that both of your children had a very tough time. Talk to me about how they're doing now.
They're doing amazing. Growing up on target. They're finally there for being so early. They're on target and developmentally, and
they're doing great. You know, they're meeting all their milestones and going like they're supposed to. Everything's good. So.
Wow. Now, Adrian, I have to ask kind of a personal question. I know you were watching the segment here and you were tearing up for it.
And I'm going to do it again, but it's hard. It's really hard to be in that position to see your child go through that and to sit by your child for weeks on end and watch when they're sick and watch when they're septic and watch them in the incubators. It's so hard. It really is. So anyway, but just looking back and seeing how well they've done, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of Emily and Michael because it's and eating paper, but so proud of what they've accomplished. It's amazing.
And Chris, also Adrian, how do you guys stay so strong during this whole process?
Well, I don't think you have any choice. You have to be there for your kids. You know, you're not ready for the position that you're put in when they come here early. Everything's early. You know, nothing's ready. You just have to kind of react to it and deal with it the best you can. And there's no other choice but to be there for your kids and do all you can for them. So.
Absolutely. Wow, no, Michael and Emily are much better than they were,
yes,
you know, months ago. Talk to me about the day-to-day schedule now. What is it like on a daily basis for you guys?
Well, we're talking twins too, so we both work full time, and we have great. My mother-in-law watches them in the afternoon. We have a great sitter during the day, but they're up in the morning and very early. They're both on the same schedule, so probably they're doing really well. The only thing is a little residual milk thing with Michael, probably from a preemie issue, but you know, it doesn't really affect anything with growth or anything like that. So,
what are you doing over there, Michael? What are you doing? He's like, oh, she called me out.
Gotcha.
Well, great. Well, for the two of you, is there anything else, any message you want to get out there for the people watching this today, people at home, maybe people who don't understand what exactly you really, truly had to go through?
I think I've always said you never really realize what goes on in these NICU units. You know, most people don't even know they exist. It's a whole other world. And when your child comes early, you're just thrust into this whole other world, and it's a wake-up call that's just it's a little hard to accept. I mean, it's kind of shock. You know, you see all the small babies in there, and you never think you're going to be there, and they need so much help. You know, all the equipment, all the stuff they need just from day to day, it's unbelievable. So.
Goodness. Well, looks like Emily and Michael are ready for some lunch there.
Yeah.
Getting a little squirmy. Yeah. Well, Adrian, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming on here today. Chris, also, absolute pleasure. Thank you guys for being here. Glenn?
What adorable kids. What a great family. And you know, it's families like the Blankenships that we're here for today, that we're helping through your donations. You know, it's hard to put yourself in that position as a parent, but that was a very serious situation. Without the training, without the specialized equipment, and without the care that they received, the little boy and girl may not be here right now. It's very important what we're doing here. Children's Miracle Network, that's what